G'day everyone, and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. Yes, it is a very grey day, and yes, it is going to rain today, so yes, we need to find some seashells before that happens. Our first shell find day is this lovely colourful little bivalve, lovely and joined as well. This guy is a discrepant Venus. Oh, I was going to say I wasn't finding much. Oh, there is there is something stuck on the top. Here we go. This one is a carnelian cowrie, a cherry cowrie. It looks like it's like faded to be more of an orange color than a red color. And yes, little snail, I am going to boop you off. This guy should be a zebra top shell or possibly a constricted top shell. I can never really tell the difference. It's got a lovely silvery operculum in there. And yes, we're just going to leave him back down there near a rock perhaps. Oh, there, yeah. We're going to take this one as well because it is such a lovely pop of color on such a grey, rainy day. It is a beautiful red bird cardita. Yes, there is just a bit of shell grit in there. That's just a broken shell in there. These guys come in lots of colors. They come in like purples, pinks, oranges, yellows, and mostly browns, but the red ones are pretty cool. Maybe like the look of this one. Is it? It doesn't look like it's got a crab in it. Hooray! Crabs don't usually take the juvenile cowries. This is a juvenile cowrie. Its color is really nice. Like, I'm not very sure which one it is. I would even say that this could be a green tinted cowrie. Just for something different. I don't think I've ever found a juvenile one of these. I see a very interesting zigzag shape. Ooh, it does look good. Okay. Yeah, because I just saw that poking out with that lovely zigzag, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be a leafy oyster or something. And when I see these guys with all these like prongs sticking up here, I think that must be like the attachment point where they fastened themselves to some kind of rock in the past. My eye got caught on that. I think it's an operculum. Oh, my goodness, please be whole. I'm going to like leave us all in suspense first. We're going to look at the operculum first. Oh, if I can get it out. There we go. Oh, we've got ourselves a broken operculum, nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at this guy. Looks like a lynx cowrie. Oh, Maddie's happy. Oh, we dropped the operculum. It's fine. It probably wasn't a keeper anyway. This guy feels like he's like pretty rough on top. I think he's going to dry looking white and maybe a bit calcified. You can see some of the white calcification on the fronts right there. But oh my goodness, I never have good luck with these, so I'm super excited for it anyway. Lynx cowries, they're very common in some parts of the world, but they live subtidally usually, which means they live below the water. They're not like the snakehead cowries and the Arabian cowries here that live intertidally in the rock pools. That's why I find so few of them. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm very happy with this one. A crowned cone. I mean, I can kind of see like more than just a crowned cone down there, but the ripply water does make it difficult. Yes, this one is lovely though. Just got a whole bunch of pebbles and grit in there. These crowned cones are probably one of the most common shells around here. Oh, another crowned cone. I don't usually pick up the same kind of shell back to back, but I just saw this one lying down. I thought its pattern looked pretty cool. There we go. She's got a lot of lovely black spots. Ooh, is that a whole Spangler's trumpet? They don't usually turn up whole here. Ooh, it is. They don't usually turn up whole and unoccupied on this side of the lighthouse. Usually if you want a Spangler's trumpet, you got to go around to the windy side. This guy is just a juvenile one. It didn't end up growing its nice thick opening there yet. Oh, please, 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 please do not have a crab inside of you. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I believe that is just sand in there. Are you kidding me? That is freaking lovely. Oh, I thought the lynx cowrie would be the favorite today. I'm sorry, I think I'm shouting everyone. I'm sorry. This is very exciting because these guys don't turn up here very often, and if they do, they get snagged by other shellers pretty quick because, of course, it is a beautiful butterfly moon snail. People have told me that it looks a lot like the Gaudy nauticas in Florida, but I mean, I think it looks more like the some of the New Zealand moon snails that I was sent earlier this year. Anyway, yep, that is very, very nice. I'm happy to have gotten to this one first before the crabs and the other shellers. Also, I did notice, but I was kind of ignoring it. It's got like a big cut right through the shell right there. I have absolutely no idea what that's about. A few steps away from my lovely butterfly moon snail, I just saw this guy trapped in the sand. He looks like he's just got pebbles in there. Okay, looks like the crabs have not been lucky enough for these. Got myself a prickly spotted droop shell. Hold on, the water is really, really ripply. These guys are still hanging around though. It is a rose petal bubble snail, aka the brown line paper bubble snail. It is extremely beautiful, just coming out on this overcast day, super ruffly and lovely. There we go. We'll just leave him to his snaily business. Oh, is that an eroded calorie? It looks nice and dark. I mean, yeah, it is a nice dark eroded calorie. I swear, I've been looking in this rock pool on and off for like the last 5 minutes. I did not see that. It's crazy what you just don't see amidst all the waves. Amidst? Anyway, this one is a beautiful eroded calorie with some very lovely, like, thick white margins around the sides. There are some white calorie teeth I want to look at. Ooh, it's a donkey. I thought it might be because it looked like it had some faint stripes on the bottom of it. There we go. This guy is extremely light, lighter than it should be. It's kind of like a brown color. I don't think he's going to dry like a shiny one. I think he's probably been sitting there for a while, but he is a very nice shell. It's like a nice, mature, large donkey cowrie. I am on the other side of the lighthouse right now. It is quite windy, but the conditions aren't as bad as I feared. This one with its dark pink base has caught my eye. Ooh, I'm not sure if it's going to be like a super gem condition one, but look at that lovely pink base on it. I like noticed that. I'm like, wow, that's usually like a brown color. It's not usually like that. Almost like purpley pink. Oh my goodness, it's lovely. It is the yellow-toothed cowrie. Those teeth don't look too yellow right now, do they? This guy should lighten considerably though. I don't think he'll stay that deep dark pinky purple for forever. Down there, that is a Spangler's trumpet. There we go. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to spend on this side of the lighthouse, but hopefully I can get a few more of these before I head back to the warmer and less windy side. Goodness, look at that. I remember this. I was trying to pry this out of a rock the last time I was here, and I couldn't get it out. At least I think this is the same one, because we don't usually see flat sides of commercial scallops here. Oh my goodness. Usually I find a bunch of these up at Harvey Bay, so seeing one at the Sunshine Coast is very unusual for me. Anyway, it is a lovely flat side of a commercial scallop with some interesting black discoloration blotting around it. No, it's not the same one. That one in there is the one that I can't pry out. Couldn't get that one out, but yeah, strange that there's two of them here. Yeah, this one is a good size. Are you like... I mean, yeah, I think that's just a pebble in there. I was like thinking maybe there's a crab inside, but nope, that one's an empty one. It is a very, very nice flat sand snail. It's got like its whole lip. It's got like a nice like blue going up its swirl. Okay. I'm very happy because there hasn't been much except for broken shell grit on this side of the lighthouse so far. I'm back on the quiet side of the lighthouse now. It's instantly much more warmer over here without that wind. Anyway, just wanted to pick up a few more bird carditas. That one is a lovely red one like before, and this one is one of the lesser seen pinky purple ones. It is very nice, especially with it being still joined like that. Just when I thought it was mostly broken stuff, I see this. Hello, just sticking out of the sand. Yeah, so this is the shell of the live creature we saw earlier. It is a brown lined paper bubble. I must admit, I've been kind of like missing these guys. I spent a few months just finding like loads of these shells and then suddenly none at all. So it's very nice to find another one of these. Oh, this one is very pretty. Yes, I like that it doesn't seem like it's calcified anywhere. It is a lovely blotched neurite. All of them have slightly unique patterns on them. They're all very, very cool. Oh, that is a big one for what I usually see here. It is a limpet shell. It is a capped-shaped false limpet, I believe, with some lovely black on it. Sometimes these guys have no black, and sometimes they have these beautiful stripes of color. My goodness, what are the chances? Look at this guy, everyone. These guys almost never wash up here. I would be so much happier to find it if I didn't find a whole bunch from Barham Heads last month. It is a green sea urchin. He's even got like little like purpley bits on his little like noduly parts, and he's also not gross inside. I'm going to be very careful not to break this one. That is a very, very cute little guy. I'm also going to pick up some of this when I see a few nice pieces. It's just lace coral. This stuff, I feel like I didn't used to find very much of it when I started shelling, but it seems like, you know, since the last year or so, I keep finding a whole bunch of it. That shiny dude looks like it was crushed under someone's foot. Let's hope it's still whole. It's, ooh, is it like not cracked as well? Oh, don't go throwing your new shell around, Maddie. There we go. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It could stand up to a little bit of squashing. It is a subadult shell because it's got all that lovely color there. It hasn't grown its super flat, thick, like cream colored base. It is another yellow-toothed cowrie. You know, I think This is my first graceful cowrie today. That is very, very interesting because I never usually go so long without finding at least one of these. It is another subadult shell with all of that color wrapping around on its base before growing its full thick base. Oh, there we go. And yeah, it's gonna come with me if I can keep it in my hand. Oh my god, the sun came out. There we go, got myself a lovely piece of purple lace coral this time. Although I think technically the name for it is pink lace coral. It should remain that color for a very long time, I think. It doesn't really fade all that much. Noticed a couple of bean trivias. One, there was two over here, 2, 3, there we go. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of these when I find them. They've been absolutely everywhere lately. These are fairly common shells around here. They're also sometimes called the little rice cowrie. Okay, excite before flipping it because, yeah, oh, there we go. Just had my phone scream at me. This one is very pretty. I was quite excited because the base of it is different than a blotched neurite. It's a chameleon neurite. It's just something a bit different. This one's got a few like yellow colors through its gray and black. It looks very interesting to me. Well, I was about to sneaky pick up another piece of lace coral. It's been building up in my little box now. This is not the thing I saw first, but I'm gonna take it anyway. It is a lovely little carrier shell. My goodness, I haven't found a carrier shell in a while. It is either the pallid carrier shell or the solar carrier shell. I'm never very good at telling the difference. I think when they have a lot of space in that middle there that it is the solar carrier shell, but yeah, I'm not an expert. Anyway, yep, another one for the bucket. Oh, that has got to be one of the smallest graceful cowries I've ever seen. Okay, he's like a very nice dwarf-sized one. It turns out that there is a sizable pile of minis right at the end of the beach here. I should have started on this side, perhaps. Anyway, just picking up a couple of the usual things, having some Maddie time collecting a few of the miscellaneous minis. Just wanted to pick up this guy as well. Look at him. He is a yellow tinted cowrie. He's different than the yellow toothed cowrie. This one's green and the yellow toothed one is blue. And yes, the tide is coming up now. I am very surprised that it hasn't rained yet. I have been scratching aside some of the shell grid here. I was surprised earlier that I hadn't found one of these yet. So I guess less surprised now that I have. I don't know. Does that sound right? Anyway, it is a little lamellose wental trap. I shouldn't say little. This is actually a pretty good size for this species. Ooh, that one's nice. It's nice because it's got some white patterning on it. Usually I find these guys very worn away. It is a tropical periwinkle. I believe that is just a piece of a bivalve in there. Was that always in front of my eyes? I absolutely did not see that. We've got ourselves a clandestine cowrie, a bit worn away. Another graceful cowrie. Yeah, I've actually been the waves came up and I kind of flinched away. Another graceful cowrie. I've been picking up a couple of shiny ones. Looks like that is a lovely and large, like really large blue periwinkle. I did collect one earlier, but I didn't show it. There's a couple of neurites. Oh, that's a nice neurite. There's a very shiny neurite down here. I'm going to collect him as well. There is a lot to see. I'm probably missing a lot, and that's like surface level stuff. There's more if you scrape it away. Got myself another bean trivia. I've been picking up a whole bunch of beans lately, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going until I feel the rain or feel too hungry to keep going. Just moved that aside. There we go. It is the first migrating moon snail today. It's a very good size, so it's probably mostly an adult one. I believe that is just a bit of shell grit in there. Lucky me, that is the second chameleon neurite today. Where is the first one? Yeah, the first one was this guy. They look very, very similar. Sometimes these chameleon neurites can have a lot of difference in their patterning, but yeah, they're both kind of yellowy blackish today. That is the first scaly scallop today. Yeah, nice black and brown one. I'm surprised I haven't seen more scaly scallops. They're a very common shell around here. Oh, I am lucky again. Look at him. The smallest cowrie species from here. It is a little small-toothed cowrie. He is very adorable. Where'd he go? Yeah. Don't lose your shell, Maddie. Got some lovely natural shine on him. So, yeah, let's hope I don't lose him into my little bucket of chaos. There you go. Another pile scooped up and another pile with a migrating moon snail. That is the second today. It looks so cool. Oh my goodness, I'm suddenly like having an absolutely crazy amount of luck with all the minis here. I guess this is where all the shells have been all day. Little music cone, quick, because this is the splash zone and I do not want my bucket to get taken away. This one's actually extremely lovely, like the full patterning is still present on it. Danger zone again. Let me just let me back up. I might still be traumatized. I have the teeniest, tiniest, smallest little baby Hebrew cone. That is freaking adorable. And now, this is why you should always check your shells before leaving the beach.
Crabs don't usually take the juvenile calories.
I am so sorry, little dude. I will take you back to your birthplace momentarily. So here are the shell finds for today. And if you've enjoyed them, please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. My goodness, everyone, it was an okay day for the rock pools, but then it turned into a great day for the minis on the sand. And of course, it is time to talk about a favorite now. And if you have a favorite as well, please let me know down in the comments. My good golly goodness, I don't even know where to start. Maybe I start with this one that I put at the top here. A lovely yellow-toothed cowrie. Got some nice shine on top, but that purpley base is absolutely gorgeous. They're supposed to be like more like this one, I guess, with like a cream-colored base. A base is supposed to be more of a cream or a brown color, certainly not purple. Very, very cool. It gets a special mention. Oh, forgive that wind, everyone. It has just started whipping up. Maybe a special mention to the lynx cowrie. As expected, it looks pretty terrible on top after drying, but you know what? I was still pretty excited to get it. I want to give a special mention to the very lovely flat. I think this is my first time finding a flat here, so yeah, that gets a special mention. Everything's getting special mentions today. I want to give a mention to this lovely sea urchin test. I usually don't find them here. That is very cool. And maybe, oh my goodness, there was just so much I liked today. Maybe a special mention as well to the second chameleon neurite that I found. It definitely looks a bit nicer than the first one with that little bit of yellow on that center right there. But as for my favorites, my goodness, oh my god, I didn't even talk about like the little cowries I found. I love the fringed cowries. But my favorite is probably going to be this guy. Got a big strange cut in there, but you know what? I don't mind because these guys are pretty hard to find from here. I think it's only my third or fourth one ever. So yep, he gets a favorite as well. Don't want to give any other favorites. You know what? I just had a really great day today and I think that's enough. And it didn't rain, so it's even better. And that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.